dear roundtable participants, dear guests. Firstly, I want to thank you for inviting me to your event. I'm honored to address such a distinguished audience. Project Between Memory and Oblivion has a crucial focus: to preserve the memory of lesser known or unknown tragedies in the European past, crimes against humanity, war crimes, political trauma. Although remembering the horrors is unpleasant for everyone, it is crucial for understanding our shared heritage, especially because cultural heritage seen in architecture and monuments is an essential form of reminding us of history. History is the greatest teacher and the best guide for our future. Therefore, we must remember vital historical moments that shaped our communities to fulfill our solemn pledge of never again. The Holocaust and other mass killings committed during the Second World War, for example in the Yugoslav territories, play a more significant role in current public debates than in education and research. Furthermore, the Srebrenica genocide, the most tragic event perpetrated on European soil since the Second World War, is still an open wound at the heart of Europe. It continues to haunt and remind us of our shared responsibility to prevent genocide from ever happening again. This darkest moment in modern European history, along with other genocides, is often neglected or worse, burdened by the distortion of historical facts. It's astonishing that more than 80 years after the end of the World War II, people still dispute and distort the truths about the genocide, one of the best documented mass atrocities in the human history. We have mountains of evidence, extensive survivor testimonies and eyewitnesses from those liberated from the concentration and extermination camps. Yet denial and distortion persist, maybe now more than ever, as digital tools and social media allow people to easily share disinformation while creating shocking and unfounded conspiracies to develop their own false realities. And it's surprising how many like-minded people they're able to find. European history must be upheld against any attempt at denial and revisionism contradicting fundamental European values. Attempts to rewrite history are unacceptable. Political leaders are responsible for fostering reconciliation rather than fueling nationalist narratives, which will only deepen mistrust, increase fear, and perpetuate hate. Civil society has a fundamental role in nurturing a democratic culture in the Western Balkans and throughout Europe to create an inclusive and tolerant environment for the young generations by educating them about the atrocities that happened on European soil, so that maybe in the future people will be less inclined to discriminate against and otherwise harm anyone. Acknowledging the past is a cornerstone for building a peaceful and prosperous future. It is important that all European countries face their tragic past and historical heritage, which should serve as a moral and political inspiration for meeting current challenges, including the fight for equality, environmental movements, migration and refugees, the creation of open and tolerant societies and communities that include ethnic, religious, and sexual minorities, and ensuring European values for all. Monuments should mirror the values we want to pursue and on which a peaceful and prosperous Europe is based: respect for human dignity, freedom, democracy, equality, the rule of law, and respect for human rights. I want future generations to focus on those values that will create a better world, because it is possible. I can genuinely say young people are the future, as I am in constant contact with them, and I see it daily through the drive and passion they got. Many just need the opportunities and us to listen to them. I will stop here on this note and thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this important event. And I wish you a fruitful debate.